honorable guests, benevolent teachers, respected parents, and beloved students. I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to all present here on this glorious third session of our bridge course. As we all know, COVID-19 had disrupted our lives and forced our kids to open their laptops and learn from home. Actually, it was a demonstration how technology can help transform how we teach and learn. As now, lockdowns and situations are at ease and schools start to reopen, it's as good a time as any to take stock and look at the likely future of education. Education's age, the three R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic, are being joined by a fourth R, rethink. Now, we have solutions that have the potential to transform and improve the system so students can achieve more and develop valuable skills with better outcomes. Almuna International School always aiming at propagating knowledge to the young minds. Having the note of innovative programs, creative skills, the need of the hour, bridge course, again, a new chapter in the history of Almuna. Before we move on to today's highlight, let's begin this auspicious session with the praise of the most merciful and the most benevolent. For that, I would like to call Mohibullah Khan.
السلام عليكم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Praise be to God, the cherisher and sustainer of the world, most gracious, most merciful, master of the day of judgment. Thee do we worship, and thine aid along we seek. Show us the straight way, the way of those on whom those has been thous the grace, those who portion is not wrapped, and who go not astray. Amen.
Thank you, Mohibullah. Student leadership. Student leadership roles, representing the entire student body, who shares pupils' ideas with the school's leadership. With immense pleasure, I would request our head boy, Mohammad Nihal, to give a gracious welcome to all.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Hi, good evening, Almuna. Education is what remains after one forgets what he has learned from school. Almuna has always tried to give the greatest in the sector of education to our students. Many programs and initiatives were and are taken to the betterment of the students' lives. Today is the third day of our bridge course on the topic of education in post-COVID world. Greatness is always achieved with one single thought. So, let me start by welcoming the great thinkers of Almuna. Our principal, Ahmed Hussain Al-Aryani. You all know him. He is a man of great wisdom and also a very approachable man. He is hardworking and also a man with a great heart. I welcome our principal, Mr. Ahmed Hussain Al-Aryani. I welcome you, sir, with lots of love and respect. Then, of course, our academic principal across the Eastern Province, our Almuna, is well known. Along with that, another name, our principal Mamu Master's name, is well known. His wisdom and his charismatic behavior is unmatched, and of course, his caring behavior. I welcome you, sir. The visionary in education, the man who works day and night just to provide great education to the students, the man with amazing intellect, wondrous words, and many, many more qualities. I welcome the extraordinary CEO of TP Group of Institution, Mr. TP Sir, for who is also presenting on the topic post-COVID life. A wholehearted welcome to you, sir. Our parent representative, Latif sir, who is also needs no further introduction. His attention and dedication for our students is always visible. I welcome you, sir. Now, the zeal of Almuna, the ones who don't need any introductions. Our Kader sir, Vice Principal of Almuna International School, both HMs of boys and girls section, and the program coordinators, exam controllers, and of course all the teachers, parents, and the students of Almuna who worked hard for this and are benefiting from this great program. If the sign on your heart says welcome, then the love will come pouring in from everywhere. So with lots of love, I welcome all of you to this wondrous meeting. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you and have a fantastic day. And I hope that you will have a memorable evening.
Thank you, Nihal. That was indeed a power-packed welcome. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to invite our parent representative, Mr. P.B. Abdul Latif, for the felicitation.
He will be joining a little late. We can
Okay,
carry on.
so shall I move on to the next, sir?
Yes, sure.
Okay, sir. Authenticity, expertise, passion, eloquence, empathy, dynamism, physical movement, selflessness. Some personalities bring a perspective, turning ideas on their head, presenting people to turn perceived challenges into opportunities or replace complexity with simpler approaches. Sometimes we are close to things and we need a person to take that step back and help us to see the forest as well as the trees. Dr. T.P. Muhammad, CEO, TP Group of Institution, educationist, motivational speaker, life skill trainer. We all are fortunate and delighted to have you with us, sir. And surely with today's topic, post-education, education in post-COVID world, you will be giving precious inputs to all of us gathered here. Without much setback, we will turn the time over to our keynote speaker, Dr. T.P. Muhammad. Sir.
Thank you very much. Respected Principal Ahmed and Academic Principal Thomas Sir, Kader Sir, Welcome Speaker Head Boy, and all the dignitaries, teachers, and my dear students and respected parents. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A very good evening to one and all. I'm very proud and happy to be here on this platform in which the great Almuna International School Dammam is providing a bridge course to the students, making them to learn what are the effects of COVID and what will be the changes in the post-COVID period. Indeed, it is a great opportunity for the students to scan themselves to identify what are the issues being created among the students and rectify themselves to be prepared after coming back to school. And also to the parents to see what are the changes happened in the educational field due to COVID or before COVID. And what are the preparations to be made for picking their child for the real situations that is come after the COVID period and changes happened in the world. So 3 keynote address people, the eminent personalities being performed their speech well on this platform. I think one is virtual to real, and second one is smiley selfie to COVID. I think they described very much to avoid the matters which is people are felt there is a huge effects is there because of the COVID in the education field. Anyway, I would like to add few points on them to describe what is the difference between online and offline system and what are the chances coming up because of this COVID period, and also what are the challenges and what are the opportunities in the field of education post-COVID world. So I hope instead of giving described details of each and everything, I would like to point out a few things which definitely will be information to you, and definitely it will help the parents to look out the chances becoming through online for their works post-COVID period. As we know, there are a lot of changes happening in the world, not only in the education field, all the field, whether it is business, social life, everything. Likewise, there is a changes happened in another area, that is farm area. I would like to connect to the farm as well as education here. Last 1 decade, the plantation is being changed. We can see before the trees are very tall and long life and giving fruits or whatever the products out of it for a long time. But now things getting changed. You might have heard about hybrid plants. That is clubbing together the different plants, and the plants are bring out from the seeds and planting in the farm, and it will not be going tall, or it is producing more in a small period and don't want to wait for a long period to get the products. So the education also coming the same way. Now I think a long-term plan of education is being changed to a hybrid system of education. I mean it. There are lots of short-term courses have been introduced in the world, and the students don't want to go for a long term of study for clearing out their profession. The target is limited and the areas are widened. Here what they are doing is, through the chances, they are bringing many courses under one umbrella, and the students, instead of going only one course, they are going different courses and observing the information maximum and developing their capacity and inputting to the professional world. They don't want to wait for a long time, and they can earn as much as possible. This is the hybrid system of learning. So let me tell you the effect of the COVID, how it is been affected world. We will see. See, I will show you. One minute.
No.
Yeah, is it visible?
TP sir, could you disable the annotation? It is there in the security options.
I think someone is, scratching on it. So someone is playing with the screen. One minute. Let me clear it out.
You can disable it in the security option.
Bottom part. Sir.
Okay.
Yes. No, that.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So the impact of COVID in education, almost 1.2 billion students are affected from 186 countries. So it means the education is, Pradeep Kumar, you, excuse me, Pradeep,
Yes, sir.
I think you're, you pin the screen.
Sorry.
Okay. So 1.2 billion students from 186 countries are affected because of COVID. But I would like to ask one question. The online education started because of outbreak of COVID. Actually, if it is so, almost these students should have been lost their education in this last 1.5 years. But it is not happening. I'm sure that like Muna School and back in India, many schools, they did a marvelous job by conducting the online classes, and the student did not lose a single day from their education. So it means the online classes are started very before the COVID period. And that is the reason, as soon as outbreak of the COVID happened, the all online companies, education institutions, universities started providing the online classes. Through that, the students did not affect the education in the first beginning of COVID itself. So we will see the history of the e-learning timeline. So the first CBT, that is computer-based training, it started in 1960. And the first online open university, it is started in Britain. The university name itself is the Open University. It is started in 1970. And Mac introduced the computer. And in 1990s, schools started giving online courses. And at the same time, we can understand that the online seminars, computer-based online seminars started in 1999. And also business started training their employees through online 2000. So in the early stage of end of the 90s and early of 21st century, the online business were or online classes were started. So last 2 decades, there is a real boosting happened in the field of education in online. So we will see the development of online classes started in 80s or 90s, and it is being developed in the time of 2001 to 2015. It has been boosted in 2015 to 2019. In 2019, the investment was 18.66 billion. Just to see, like a big, industry, it has been boomed. And at that time, the studies told expected growth in 2025 will be 350 billion. See, 350 billion. This means 200 times. 200 times it is being expected to boost in the online education. That means the whole world is started using the online classes. So let us go for next one. Then the normal question raises that online classes are effective like real classroom. Normally, people say no, because all are not at all interested for Ashazuddin 7130. He is disturbing this remote control of your screen. Who is it? Ashazuddin 7130. Find out and remove him. Huh? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, noted, sir. Noted.
Okay. So I will say the classes of online will be effective if it uses right technology, create best classroom situation, updated and upgraded teachers, proper follow-up, and parents monitoring. These are the criteria can used for developing effective classes in online. So I will tell you one thing. anything, the perception and perceiveness is important to get anything. So if a patient go to a doctor and the doctor is diagnosing his disease, giving a prescription, and he is having the tablets or liquid form, whatever it is. Until otherwise the patient is not having the confidence or trust in doctor, definitely there is no use of or effect of medicine which is used. Correct? Same way, I'll give you another example. There are three friends. One is rich, one is average, and one is poor. These three friends get together, and two friends, that rich person and poor fellow, went to the average person's home. Normally, the average person homes, he wanted to give some juices as a result. As an average person, he has having two cups. One is with the ceramics, one is with plastic, and he brought the mango juice. As he knows that he so and so is rich, so and so is poor, he offered the ceramic cup of juice to the rich person and other one to the poor person. Here, the mentality of the giver is that he is identifying who is who and offering that. Here, I would like to tell the teachers, inform the teachers, you should not analyze the students by seeing their outcomes or what they are showing in front of you. You must identify their capacity inside, because you are giving the same juice to both but in different classes. So you should not give like that. Whatever you have, you should pour to the students as equal. Then only the students, those who are in front of you, can achieve the things in the right manner. At the same time, the both cup, a rich person, he knows taking the and the poor person normally he knows that it is for me. So here, students, these are two types of students. One is feeling that if I'm getting a juice in the ceramic cup only, the original juice I'm getting it. Where the education, the students must understand the education, it is like a juice. Whether it is given online or offline, it's the same content, same things you are getting it. So you should not feel that I should receive only physical education to get the real education, or I should not get from the plastic cup or the online class. These differences, we have to make sure that whatever imparting by teachers, whatever it is getting by students, it should be equally important, where the education is made for to develop them. It is not only developing these students, the development among the teachers also happening here. The situational development. According to that, the teachers can give the best out of their ability and capacity to the students. Okay, so this is the best way we can identify the online classes are effective, like, I'm not saying then, like real classes. Now, we will go for next one. What are the benefits of online classes? There are so many benefits. I don't want to elaborate. It's not relevant. We have questions and answers. So the first one, it is materialistic learning in online classes are 25 to 60%. It is not from me. It is from studies provided. The information is provided by the great study conducted in Europe. So materialist study learning is happening 25 to 60%, where only 8 to 10% is happening in the real classroom. And retention of information is happening in the online class. Third one is learn faster. 40 to 60% less time by using the online class and concentrating and picturizing the concept, reviewing and rereading, skipping unwanted information, and self-testing. These are the matters helping to learn faster. And next point is exposure. Tutor, updating latest information, and real-time experience in the field of through the projects, and communication and diverse people with diversity people, and broaden the scope of education. These are the benefits which are receiving through online classes. Definitely, as you go through all these points, it is a self-explanatory points. So if you go through these points, you can understand the online classes. There are lots of benefit out of it. Now, definitely, as we know, there are so many concerns. Concerns means availability and affordability of internet. That's quite natural. Developed country like Switzerland, Norway, like countries, 95% of people are access of internet. But in India, it is only 50%. In 2016, it was 16%, and now it is improved to 50%. And other countries, Indonesia and all, there are 35, 25% only. So in worldwide, the availability of internet has to be developed. And lower class students feel annoyance. As we know, the lower class students, until otherwise, they are not in the offline mode, because their education system itself, it is an imitation mode. What teacher is saying, what teacher is showing, what teacher is singing. Likewise, they are learning from the very childhood, where it is in online, it is not happening. It is a concern. But now things are changed. A clever teacher is presenting in front of the students with games, with practical experience, and whatever the technology used in a new, these decades, happening in the classroom through online. So that concerns also moving out after period of time. And long-term exposure of computer screen. Yes, there is an issue. I think I would like to ask all the school, as soon as you open the school, you must conduct an eye test camp in the school, because many of the students spend more time in front of computer, tab, or mobile, because this is a chance they got it. Before, the parents and whoever it is, seeing a child is holding a phone, immediately they are taking out or leaving from them. But now we are giving them, hold it, go for study. Whether we don't know whether they are studying or looking for something. So here they are addicted with screen, so it has to be taken care by the parents itself. And deviation to social media and killing their time in that. That also should be taken care and monitored. And unrealistic usage of time in learning. As we are seeing, they are learning, but they may not be in the book, they may not be in the screen, they may not be on the book, they may not be on the classes, maybe they are utilizing for some other purpose. So time using for, we feel they are using the time for study, but they may not be using the time for study. So unrealistic usage of time in this. Independent to development of thinking process. Okay, impediment to the development of thinking process means, see, everything is on fingertip. Everything is available in the Google. So the student, whoever it is, wanted anything, immediately they go for search. They don't want to think anything and do themselves. So that also should be practiced for developing their system, for thinking level to be highlighted there. and decrease in analytical thinking. So, as I told, everything is available in this internet. So they don't want to check or analyze what is the matter going to happen and what is the matter happening. So this analytic thinking has to be developed. There are methods to avoid all this. Okay, and student isolation, we know almost 1.5 years they were in the home and isolated from their friends, society, everything, and absence of physical interaction and communication. That also a big concern for the students. Now, as I told you, the juice, whether they are getting in the ceramic cup or plastic cup, what is the essence of the juice? Basic essence that needs to be developed in students. All these points are very, very important. And I think we need one complete session to elaborate all these points. One is creativity, problem solving, independent thinking, initiative, critical analysis, and teamwork, communication. See, if I elaborate, time will go. So just I will give you some points to all together to develop this system among the students. The parents and teachers can take care of that. Even the students, higher class student, you can do yourself. First one is building confidence. So if you can build confidence among yourself by the students itself, or the parents to the student and teachers to students, all these points will be developed. And promote curiosity. Nowadays we know the students have hundreds of questions. If we know or don't know, we must find out the answer for them. If you don't know, find out and answer them. Instead of avoiding them, their curiosity should be promoted. Let them ask. Whether it is foolish matters, let them ask. Asking, raise their asking mentality will make them catch the things, whatever they wanted in their life. And changes in the curriculum. Now the curriculum is based on the framework. According to me, the challenges should be added in the curriculum. The students get challenged job, then only they can develop themselves and provide choices. You give them choice instead of what we wanted to. Instead of that, let them do what they wanted. So give them the choices and arrange task party. We are, maintaining so many parties or arranging so many parties. Instead of that, we can make a task party in the school, even in online also. So that also possible to develop their talent. Embrace student mistake. Let them do mistake. If they do mistakes, accept it and try to correct in a polite manner instead of shouting at them. Involve them art and craft work, because this is a creativeness. Creativity will be increased there, and make them read more. Open reading has to be developed among the children, and let them arrange interaction with the people in the society, a different level of people, not only students. Let students with high people, leaders, likewise people, if they try to interact, definitely they can grasp so many information from them. And let them travel. Traveling is a good experience for the student. Let them travel. So if you are going, take them along with you. Let them learn the things and focus on respect. That is missing nowadays. Always they should be taught the respect, not only their parent, whole society and their life itself. Then only they can be a social committed people in tomorrow, and identify the interest and boost it. So it is very important. So instead of showing the parents interest for selecting their higher education, let them select their own interest and try to boost their interest with their own way. So these are the few points I would like to add with this essence of to develop their essence in their development as well as to develop all these points. Okay, so we will go to next points. So based on this, just we studied that online started very before, and the industry itself is being boosted. Now, which are the companies? It is the information I am providing you to know that how much the development is happened in the online education system. To know that then only parents and teachers make use of this system to develop the new education policy towards the children. So most valued online education company now is Byju's. Byju's, they started in 2011. In 10 years, they become the most valued company in the world in the field of online education. Now their capacity value is $18 billion. It was in 2018, it was 2019, it was 16 billion, and now 16.5 billion, and now it has become $18 billion. Just you see. And maximum number of courses providing by Tencent Classroom, it is from China. Actually, immediate outbreak of COVID and the school are shut down, the government of China itself is opened the door for Tencent Classroom. Immediately, 250 million students started using Tencent Classroom. See the difference. So they are prepared. That's why immediate outbreak of COVID, they could reach to this many students. And I think they made almost all areas in China, and they opened all the courses to the students. Almost 81% of students, +2 students, is registered with Tencent Classrooms, and 34% of, even after the COVID period, all the markets are open. So what they did is they leave the offline colleges and join with the Tencent Classroom. Along with their job, they are doing their degree courses. 34% of the students, they just shifted from offline to online completely. Then the major platforms prepared by LARC Singapore. Actually, 1,000 new cloud domain they started in the period of COVID. See, they are providing they are the largest company providing the education online platform in the country, in the world. And Teachment India. Teachment India, it was started very before. The teachers, students, communication, they made unlimited. Now almost 2.5 million students are registered, students and teachers are registered with Teachment in India. It is only available in India. It is not outside India. And large support network, it is by DingTalk Alibaba. So DingTalk, they opened the network for all the people, and almost all the companies in the worldwide, they started to use their network itself. And curriculum based short course by which says BBC. Even BBC also almost, I think 14 days short-term courses they started, and now there are, I think, more than 5,000 courses they started now. So just understand how much importance the world is giving for online classes. So next, while you are seeing this one, you can understand where we have to go. There are so many open, area, especially in India. There are lots of chances for online courses. Along with the study, the students can enroll with free of cost. Swayam is initiated by Government of India. So almost 9 companies or organization under Government of India in the field of education is preparing the curriculum and they are giving the reading room and providing all facility for self testing as well as quiz, all the programs, even the interaction with the expertise, all the programs this platform is doing. So yeah, you can just Google it, you can understand what is it means and what are the facility they are giving. And the next one is STEM education. It is not the STEM is free of charge. STEM is with fees. STEM is basically science, technology, and engineering and maths. They are teaching robotics, space education, and easy maths, something like that. So this STEMs also giving a short courses, which will help the students to incorporate with their study to clear their doubts or hurdles in the education. Definitely NILIT, NCRT, NILO, IGNO, edX is especially for giving the opportunity for spreadsheet, Excel, and other things for developing their knowledge in the office system. And Khan University. These are the few organizations, educational organizations. They are providing the online education along with all the students can do. Even I think from the 5th standard onwards, even STEM is giving from 1st standard onwards. 1st to 12th standard students, they have different project. Okay, and other companies like SWAYAM and all, it is from 7th onwards to degree level, they have different courses. So all the students, they can have their own courses along with their study. Definitely, it will help them to boost their education and target reach their target. Even nowadays, my organization in India, we have joined with one American-based company, online education company called Connector. They are providing the students science, maths, and English from 7th standard onwards. They are helping to develop the student for attaining knowledge for attending the competitive exam. So it is easy for the students, instead of after 10th and 12th struggling with the competitive exam studies and all, they can learn early as possible and prepare for competitive exam well after finishing the 12th standard. So these are the major things I would like to share with you, some information. Definitely, I hope this information will help you out for developing. Only one thing I wanted to say, whether it is online or offline, education is the purpose to develop a man complete, where commitment towards the society, commitment towards the family, and commitment towards self, it should be highlighted. Where whatever the education, whatever the courses, whatever the degree you are earning, so it is not for money earning purpose only. It is to develop yourself to be the best person out of your capacity, out of your inherent system that will show the things to the society and impart best things to the society. Thank you very much, and I hope you can, if you have any question, I can answer for that one, and we can wind up the program.
Thank you, sir. So now it's a chance for the audience, parents, students. It's an open chance for you. Whatever doubts you had during the presentation, you can bring them up.
Ma'am, we can't on our videos, ma'am.
You can't.
Yeah, everyone can't.
Is it so?
Yes.
you are having any question, dear, then you can go on with the question.
No, ma'am, I don't have any questions, ma'am. I only just want to tell this.
Okay. So it was really an effective session. Actually, online classes has both benefits and demerits, but what all benefits we had or what all challenges we had to face, all these were added through by the slides. And towards the end, what sir has said, the commitment.
I cannot start the video.
The commitment and the best what we have to give, that is the main thing we all have to keep in mind. The best input what we are supposed to bring out, that is the main thing we have to keep in mind, whether it is online or offline classes. So that commitment we should have. So principal sir.
Okay. Now it's okay. Anyhow, very happy to hear the class. Well prepared, well planned, well equipped presentation style. Everything there in the screen we can understand. And he has narrated beautifully, explained the merits and demerits of online classes. But anyhow, he told about the future generation will have a hybrid type of education. You have to elaborate that point again, so it will be benefited in an apt way. Hybrid type of education, you use the word hybrid type. Please explain that word.
It is a combined of offline and online education system. So tomorrow, that post-COVID period, this online system is not going to remove. It is not going to wave out. So as the offline classes are happening, at the same time, all the schools and the institutes should provide the online classes to the students to learn much more than what they are teaching. And teachers also. That is the one point. Second is, instead of going for long term for completing the degree, post-degree and professional courses, there are so many short courses will be available in the market through online. They can get it and develop their knowledge. That is the second thing. Third thing is basically the education meant for making money. So it is not, the thing is, if you study one degree, you can make money. You can have multiple choices and you can earn much more than what you are expected. In future, one man, one job is not available. One man has to do many jobs. This is also going to happen in the very near future. One man, different jobs. Because according to the situation, the market scarcity and market issues, everything will be available. So based on that, based on only one job, a person cannot live. So he has to go for one job, minimum money he may get, and he has to go for additional job with additional capacity which he received from online courses. So it's a hybrid, means combined of online, offline, short time and maximum earnings.
Thank you. You have clarified the point in a beautiful way.
So next, I think our head boy is ready with the question. Nihal?
Before that, madam.
Okay, sir. So now I would like to invite our principal, Mr. Ahmed Hussain Al Iryani. to share his views and comments on this session. Sir.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Good night.
For me.
It's my pleasure to see you again
Thank you, Ahmed.
and to hear your voice, to hear your good speech. But unfortunately, I got in trouble because I decided to talk after Dr. TV.
Okay.
This is a problem, really. But please forgive me and be generous with me.
Sure.
I think that I'm not going to be as you want or as you expect. I really tried hard to be a keen student in Dr. TV's school, and also tried to summarize some points. I pray that I succeed. One of the most benefits of education in the post-corona era, we are starting to feel some of it, is the strongly rising trend towards the use of advanced technologies and the establishment of more portals and platforms for the various stages of education. Dr. TV wants us to get benefits from COVID-19. How? He wants us to address the effects resulting by dealing with it in a way that reduces its damage. And also, he wants us to deal with it with a way that make the ordeals grants. Because as you know, as Muslims, knows that patience gives you grants. After coming back to school, all of us are happy because the happiness of the students is a goal that is realized and not abandoned. And if it is not through an elaborate service, then it should be with good treatment. This phrase depicts the big canopy to form the mental image of our students. I'd like to turn to my beloved students and ask them to put in mind that it is not the dream which comes to you when you sleep, but the dream.
Yes.
Okay.
It's okay, Ahmed. Can carry on.
Okay. Okay. The dream that comes to you when you sleep is not a dream, but the dream is what makes you not sleep. It is the spirit of ambition, which is motivated by belief in the role of loving, and you do and doing what you love. Also, my beloved sons, put in mind, if you want to reserve your seat in the future of your country and its projects and development, you must accept one condition: only to work with dreamers. So follow your passion. And remember that what may take 20 years to build can be destroyed in 5 minutes. Thank you very much indeed for giving me a chance to talk to you. And apologize me if I did something wrong or not expected.
No,
Thank you
no,
very much.
nothing wrong, nothing wrong. See, what happened is the COVID period helped us to know the importance of online classes, which is the real education going to happen tomorrow. See, before COVID, definitely, as the students are knowing using mobile, maybe computer, but the access of online classes and available information, searching available information from where could find out only through COVID period
Good.
system.
Uh-huh.
And teachers, majority of the teachers I can say, they were not computer literate. But even though they don't know anything computer, they know how to handle the computer now. They know how to handle the online classes now without any help.
Sure.
And it helped a lot for the teachers to continue the system and provide the information through online tomorrow without anybody's help.
They
Out
grant
of the
that.
COVID, we received extra.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also in COVID-19, refinding the teacher's role is so important. Families have a good idea about teachers now.
Yeah.
They know the importance of their role when they felt sympathy with themselves because they suffered from so many things with their boys and daughters and girls. Okay, and
Yes.
at that time they know what are teachers doing in their classes. How are they patient? Do you think so, Victor?
Yes, correct. You're correct.
Sija ma'am, now you can go for the students' questions.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful words. So I think so. Nihal was eagerly waiting for asking a question from a long time. So I would pass it over to Nihal. Nihal, now you are free to ask the question. Nihal, you're not audible.
Now am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So you had already told about the mixture of online and offline classes, and I'm glad to inform you that Alumni is already doing that. Even today we had offline classes as well as online classes together. Our Nishad sir is leading that, and he's doing that maximum in his level best. And also my doubt is you had told many of these things, and can you tell any tips and tricks? Even after this, our eyesight is still a bit, even I can tell myself my eyesight is a bit less compared to the pre-COVID times. So can you tell me any ways that I can not improve but cope with that?
Of course. See, first of all, we have to make a timetable. I don't feel that all the students has to be sit in front of computer or the laptop or the tab. Minimize the time using all the system. At the same time, instead of watching the program, you can utilize hearing the program. There are so many classes. See, as you told, you are getting the online and offline class from the school. I did not mean only from the school. I meant it, you have to go for outside worldwide online education providers. where you can get it. Like I mentioned, exit. They are providing the short-term courses for Excel and other, system-based practice. And coding. The STEM is giving the practice for coding. The students, they can prepare themselves a program before you are becoming an engineer. So all this is can be doing by practice, and where you can spend your time with the timetable. Definitely you can have the different courses, and you can be the engineer before BTech or MTech. You got it? And also you can be a computerist person before you are going for MCA or any computer courses. So all these are available in online. Only the thing you wanted from students, you had to spend the time, valuable time, real time for education. It is not meant for only CBSE board exam. You had to attend maximum number of quizzes, maximum number of self studies, self analysis programs, where you can get maximum knowledge. Definitely you can become the best out of all this education.
Thank you, sir. I hope Nihal.
Yes, sir. It was very clear, sir. Thank you, sir.
So I think so, Binshad.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, Binshad, you are.
Good evening, sir. Sir, it was an amazing class and informative class about this post-COVID schooling. And thank you, sir, for that. And my doubt is, can you explain the term initiative in that basic sense?
Initiatives.
Yes, sir.
See, how many times you raised your hands when you were in the class and teachers asked the questions? To answer for that or try to answer for that. How many times you raised your hands in the classroom while teachers raise the question? There is a practice you had to start from the classroom. That's the initiative. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So I wanted to tell you all the students, chances are not always coming in front of you. Whenever the chance comes in front of you, whether you feel it you can do or not, doesn't matter. You come up with initiativeness, say that and tell that, yes, I can. Can I leave it? You tell, I can. Where you make a mistake, let mistake. Okay, let do mistakes. No problem. Because if you do 10 mistakes, you will make a big correction. Got it? So
Okay,
this all based on initiativeness that you have to learn from the student's life itself.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So is Madiha having a question?
Assalamu alaikum, sir. I'm from 9th standard, sister of Madiha. We learn Urdu in a class which Nudrat ma'am takes, and that classroom is fully dust, and we cannot even breathe properly there. So that I want to say it's not at all proper. Near to washroom, classroom is there.
We will ask the administrator to clear the things, okay, and make a sophisticated area for your classroom. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So, sir, shall we move on to the next or any other questions? Sumaya? Okay.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. My name is Maya Hoda. I'm studying in 4G1, and my question is, how many hours do you expect kids to spend on online coursework each day and each week?
This is a good question. How many hours you are taking class now? How many hours you are attending the class now?
8 to 2 hours. 2 o'clock, sorry.
8 to 2.
Yes.
All these 8 to 2 you are attending the online classes?
8
No.
to 2 o'clock.
But there is a break also, correct?
Yes.
So there are lots of subjects you have to study, and you are getting 40 minutes for one subject. Definitely 3-4 subject you have to learn every day. So you have to spend that much time. After that, don't try to use your mobile or WhatsApp or whatever it is. So try to be in study time with this one and spend other time for other place. Don't play with games or anything. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I think
I
that's
think
it.
it's over. Yeah. No serious questions.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, sir, so much. Even though it was any type of questions, the readiness to answer those questions, it was really appreciable. Really, thank you, sir. Even though you knew it is not that serious questions, but even maybe out of the topic, but still you are ready to answer those questions in that the same sense how the students asked you. That was really great of you.
Embrace their mistakes, embrace their questions, and embrace their feeling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the quality of a teacher.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Thank you for that great attitude. Thank you. Next, as we come to the closing note of this session, I would like to invite Mrs. Shakuntala Joshi, KG Coordinator, to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, Prija ma'am. No matter what language you speak, a kind and smiling thank you always speaks to everyone's heart. Most Honorable CEO, Dr. T.P. Mohammed, Principal of Boys Section, Mr. Ahmed Hussain Al-Iriani, Academic Principal, Mr. Mammu Master, Vice Principal, Mr. Abdul Kader, HM of both sections, coordinators, teachers, my dear parents and students, good evening to one and all. We have successfully completed our third day of bridge course, a series of talks which will boost and enrich the knowledge of our students and teachers. It's my privilege to propose vote of thanks on this occasion. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable CEO and Speaker of the Day, Dr. T.P. Mohammed, for being with us and enlightening us with this insightful idea. Benefit of online classes, basic essence that need to be developed in students, information about basic online courses, and hybrid system of learning. I'm sure, sir, that this session will be very helpful to our teachers and students. Thank you very much, sir. Next, I'm expressing gratitude towards our boys section principal, Mr. Ahmed Hussain Al-Iriani, for your valuable support. Thank you, sir. I would like to express thanks to our academic principal, Mr. Mammu Master, a constant source of motivation and a true leader. We are honored to have you with us always. Thank you, sir. I'm extending thanks to Vice Principal, Mr. Abdul Kader, for providing support to us. He is so enthusiastic, energetic, and always actively takes interest in caring and support. Thank you, sir, for refining our talent. Heartfelt thanks towards Parents Representative, Mr. P.B. Abdul Latif, for sparing your valuable time. Next, we are pleased to thank HM of both section, Vasudha ma'am and Pradeep sir, for your timely support and guidance. Thanks to our coordinators, Mrs. Naina and Priya Rajesh, examination controller, Mr. Nishad sir, staff secretary, Mrs. Naina and Mr. Nofal, for your valuable presence. Thanks to head boy, Master Mohammed Nihal, for your wonderful welcome speech. Heartfelt thanks to our convener of the program, Mr. Nofal and Mrs. Prija. Special thanks to Mrs. Prija for your fabulous anchoring.
GM also present, ma'am. Shakuntala ma'am, finish?
I think so, some technical issue, I think so, ma'am has. So thank you so much, Shakuntala ma'am. Even though in her absence, no, she's joining.
Maybe network issue.
Okay, so maybe, sorry for the inconvenience. So in the absence of Shakuntala ma'am, thank you for a wonderful vote of thanks. And I would extend my gratitude to our, to PV sir also. On this note, let's conclude this remarkable occasion, the third day of our bridge course. So on behalf of our institution and the bridge team, we sincerely thank all the invited guests. Thank you all. Thank you for joining for this wonderful third day session of bridge course. Thank you.